I don't know how she makes it look so natural. Hello everybody, welcome to my earth-friendly kitchen. I'm Maria, your host, and today we're making eggs. It's only half true. I'm not Maria. I'm John, I'm Maria's husband, and the reason I'm doing today's episode, two reasons. One is because I'm the egg expert, but also she was in the hospital recently, and she's going to be recovering, and the episodes coming forward won't be quite as frequent as they've been in the past, so please bear with us. And if today's episode is absolutely unbearable and you have to unsubscribe, please wait until she puts another episode out so I don't get the blame. All right, without further ado, we're going to make some eggs. First up, we're going to make a fried egg. Now, I'm only going to be making one egg for demonstration purposes, but you can make 2 eggs, 3 eggs. You can fry as many eggs as your pan can handle. So since I'm only doing one, I'm going to use a smaller pan here. So first thing you want to do, butter that pan. Put the butter all around. The point of the butter is to help not having everything stick. Okay, and here's a little trick that I do. I like to salt part of my butter and then also the egg at the end. And what this does is I believe it helps melt the salt and make it more consistent throughout the egg. It's starting to bubble. Now here's the hardest part to frying an egg. You want to make sure you're hard enough to crack the shell, but not too hard that you're breaking the yolk. So here we go. And I like to go all the way around. If it doesn't come off, open up right away. Let's see here. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. We'll discard that in the loamy in a little bit. There's a little salt on top. And we're doing it over easy. You just wait until it's done. That is looking delicious. You can put a little pepper on top if you want. I don't think it's necessarily important. The egg has just such a good flavor in the first place. Now, if you notice, we are using organic eggs. I do think organic eggs taste much better. Of course, you can use whatever eggs you want. Now, I'm cooking this on a medium heat, so it cooks more evenly. If you do too high of a heat, it's going to bubble. If your eggs are bubbling, that's bad. You don't want it to bubble. That means you're cooking it too quickly. Our butter is starting to brown. We're done. There we go. Oh, not my prettiest fried egg I've ever made, of course, because I'm filming this, so why would it be the prettiest? But there you go. There's the first egg. So here we go. I prefer to use egg whites for my omelets because I feel the yolk is so delicious on its own, and it is high in cholesterol. If I prefer to have the yolk flavor, I really want to taste it and want it to be the star of the dish because it's so high in cholesterol. So since the star of this dish is the kind of the egg, but it's also what you're putting in, so I ultimately decide I don't like having the yolk in there. What we'll do is we'll cook it at a little bit lower of a temperature. Now everybody's stove is different. You have to find the feel for your own stove. So here we go. So now I like to pour my egg white in and then immediately put my topping. Today we'll be doing feta cheese. You can do whatever cheese, anything you want. If it's something that's you're not supposed to eat raw, like sausage, I would suggest cooking that first and then putting it in the omelet before it's almost done, so you're not eating raw meat. Now, I did salt the butter. I'm not salting the omelet again because feta cheese is actually a little salty on its own. So in this case, it doesn't need any more. And it also doesn't need any pepper. Just the feta cheese and the egg, and we're good. If you start getting these big, I just had to pop the little bubble here. If you start seeing these big bubble pockets, feel free to go ahead and pop them. I try to put the cheese all on one side. I didn't A little on the other side is okay. This way, when you go to flip the omelet over, it's a little easier, not worrying about the toppings falling out. I'm just cooking a little baby omelet, about 1 egg worth, because that's a lot of eggs for me to eat. There you go. I don't know whether you could see it, but there's a little bit, oh, excuse me, here we go. A little bit of that sear. Now, some people don't like the sear, in which case you should cook it a little bit less, but the sear just adds an extra dimension of flavor. All right, everyone, we're back. The butter is just about ready to put the eggs in. I've salted it already. I don't pre-mix the eggs in a separate bowl. The trick is to mix it a little bit when it's already in the pan, so that it's still yellow, parts are still yellow, parts are still white. Oh, a plain egg. Oh, I have to put cheese in it. Oh, I have to put milk. If you use this trick, you really don't need to do that. So we can go ahead and crack, and it doesn't matter if it breaks. I actually didn't break that one, but I did do a little bit of a shell. Now here, when it's this way, just break it up a little bit. That's all you do there. Do one more. Break it. I'll use my right hand so I'm not blocking the camera. All right. I'm actually making 2 eggs because Maria requested some eggs, and my mom also requested some eggs, so I don't have to eat them all by myself. And you want to, the trick here is to really make sure it cooks evenly. It's very easy to overcook it. You want to make sure it's still glistening and wet. If you look at eggs from a buffet, they are way, way, way overcooked because they just have to sit there and keep warm, and they're awful. I will not touch eggs at a buffet. What I should have done a little earlier, but that's okay. A little more salt because I only pre-salted the butter a little bit, and there's no cheese or anything that's salty on top of this. It stuck a little bit there. Scrambled eggs. They don't need pepper, they don't need butter, they don't need milk, just the egg. You see, you still have the white with some yellow. It's not perfectly mixed. No need to do that. It tastes better if you do it this way. All right, everybody, and there you have it. I know it's pitch black outside now, but I promise you it didn't take me all day. I started filming as the sun was setting. It's very easy to do. Every stove is a little different. Once you start doing it on your own stove often enough, it'll become second nature, and you'll be able to cook a delicious breakfast quickly whenever you're, well, I shouldn't say whenever you want. On a weekend, hopefully, when you're relaxing. One thing I did do differently, if you want to make things a little fancier, I put a little dillweed on top of the omelet to brighten it up a little bit. None of it is really necessary for taste, but if you're looking to impress somebody, you can go ahead and give it a little dash of color. And for your fried eggs, you generally want to have a nice wet yolk. Feel free to take a piece of toast and sop it up. That's how I eat it. Sometimes a piece of toast. My preference is actually an English muffin. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're on the fence of subscribing, watch another video with my wife. Hopefully she comes back soon. All right, take care. Probably add a little piece of dried egg in my throat. It was very tasty though because it was seared.